Student at the Oregon School for the Deaf has been declared the champion of a statewide poetry contest. Fox 12's Spencer Thomas got the chance to catch up with the winner ahead of the national competition. She's live in Salem now with the story. Hey, Spencer.
Yeah, that's right, Nora. His name is Trayshun Holmes Gournaris. He's actually a senior right here at Oregon School for Deaf. And as of last Friday, he is the second deaf student to win the state's Poetry Out Loud competition. Trayshun Holmes Gournaris, a vivacious, expressive spirit from the day he was adopted at the age of 8, knowing barely any language at all. Now the same soul at 18, taking the title of state champion for Oregon's 2022 Virtual Poetry Out Loud contest.
Out Loud champion is Trayshun Holmes Gournaris. Yay, Trayshun!
Competing against 11 other spoken word performers across the entire state, Holmes Gournaris was the only performer who recited his poems using American Sign Language, delivering a trio of poems that spoke to him and his own life experiences.
I started looking at them, reading them, seeing if it fits me and my signing style.
Succeeding in bringing powerful originality to each, starting with the Song of the Smoke.
W.E.B. Du Bois, he was a black man. He experienced, the slavery before. It was a hard life that he had to experience, with other people.
And Caged Bird by Maya Angelou. And Silence by Thomas Hood.
That feeling of being silent, being cold, no one to help, that you wanted to be involved in the world and yet you couldn't because of this quietness. How odd and lonely that would feel. So, I felt like, in olden times, that's the way people felt, alone. And sometimes I feel that way too.
And as he takes to the national sector of the competition, we asked who his biggest supporter was from the start. He mentioned his teacher and coach, Gail Robertson.
And it means a lot that he sees me in that way. And I love Poetry Out Loud, and Trayshun was an obvious one that I was trying to get to go for it because he has no stage fright. He's absolutely comfortable in front of an audience, and I could just see that he was ready to burst with this kind of language.
Well, I want to thank, the person, right now. I think they're good. Everyone, supporting me here, hopefully it'll be their turn to win as well, for the other students, other kids. They can really develop. The deaf students can do the same thing, avail themselves of people like me who have experience.
Now, Trayshun will now advance, like we said, to the National Poetry Out Loud competition, where he will compete against a performer from each state across the country. Pretty cool. So those semifinals will kick off May 1st, and the finals will take place on June 5th. We're sending him lots of luck right here in Oregon. But until then, we're live here in Salem. Spencer Thomas, Fox 12 Oregon.